Modoc Medical Center, serving Alturas and Modoc County communities since 1951, has expanded its downtown services with the new MMC Pharmacy. Stop in for your prescription and over-the-counter drug and product needs, ensuring a healthier you. Next door, visit our physical therapy center, ready to help you prevent, evaluate, and heal various injuries, serving as an alternative to surgery and medications. Our therapists can treat sports and work-related injuries, back pain, tendonitis, and even vertigo. MMC Pharmacy and Physical Therapy Center accept most major insurers, providing healing hands close to home. Hello, I'm Kurt Liedtke with the Herald News. It's Friday, January 12th, 2018. Here's a rundown of some of the top stories affecting the Klamath Basin. It's the Klamath Countdown. 8 Malin volunteer firefighters quit last week in protest over failure of action from repeated formal complaints against the Malin Rural Fire Protection District fire chief. Claiming various allegations leading to an overall hostile work environment, approximately 3/4 of the fire department vowed not to return until the fire chief is removed from their current position of leadership. At a Malin City Council meeting on Tuesday night, several former members of the fire department said that they would return immediately under a new chief, but could no longer work under those harsh conditions. While EMT services are unaffected, the situation does leave a gap should a 911 fire emergency occur, necessitating fire response from Merrill, Klamath Falls, and Tule Lake, which would delay overall response times. An emergency executive session meeting was called Wednesday evening by the fire board to consider their next steps. Monday is Martin Luther King Day, and for those with the day off, one option is the annual I Have a Dream chess tournament from 9 to 5 at Conger Elementary School. Open to all ages, entry is $10 for students and $15 for adults. Participants in high school are asked to bring tournament-sized chessboards and clocks. The event has been a tradition for decades, starting off as a low-key fun way to get kids involved in the ancient strategy game, and it's become a celebrated local tradition in connection with the holiday. Last year's event drew about 100 competitors from beginner to expert level. Prizes are awarded to the top student competitors. Participants are asked to please keep cell phones off and no talking so that players can concentrate through 4 rounds of chess prior to the finals. More than 3,000 Klamath County residents have already voted in the special election so far regarding Measure 101, with many more expected to chime in with mail ballots by Tuesday, January 23rd. If passed, Measure 101 would allocate from where state funds for low-income families and Medicaid are distributed. The measure was created to reallocate money set aside as part of House Bill 2391. Now, opponents say it could lead to higher private insurance costs in Oregon in the long run, but many medical professionals who support the measure argue private insurance increases would only happen if Measure 101 doesn't pass, since they already agreed to assessments would ultimately lead to hospitals charging more for their own services. Registered voters should have already received their ballots in the mail. TechCon is this weekend. That's an all-day celebration of video games and geek culture at Oregon Tech, all day Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. The event is open to the public at the OIT College Union, and it offers a wide variety of video games, board games, card games, arcades, a cosplay contest, various tournaments, panel discussions, and much more. Framed as a tech year version of a Comic-Con, it's the 6th year that the event is taking place and the 2nd that it's been opened up to the public. This year's event will feature several new additions, including a retro video game area with home video game consoles set up for each decade starting from the 1970s, an arcade, a panel discussion about the history of video games, and more tournaments than ever before. The event is free, though food donations will be gladly accepted for the Klamath Lake Food Bank, and all ages are welcome. Don't forget about the Blue Zones Project photo contest that's happening all this month. Simply go to heraldandnews.com and click on the little BZ photo tab to submit your photos of taking healthy steps in your life, and hey, you could win some great prizes. So until next week, for these stories and so much more, be sure to pick up your daily copy of the Herald and News or visit us online at heraldandnews.com.